skibbity dub 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 dub, yes.
So May the 4th, we didn't buy any clone sets. Well, that's a big fat lie. We actually bought a bunch of clones.
Liar!
So as I stage our clones for our new Star Wars MOC, I asked Assistant to make a video. Why are there so many clones lately?
Alright guys, welcome to Lobricks, and we're gonna call this a new series called Assistant Talks About LEGO Stuff He's Not Qualified to Talk About. And today, that is on the economics of the world and the stuff. A bunch of people were like, LEGO, a few years back, like back in 2020 and 2021, like, LEGO, come on, what the heck's the deal, man? There's no clones, and we love clones, and you never like making clones. You never make clones. Why don't you make clones? If you don't make clones, I'm gonna come to the Netherlands and do bad things to your Belgian LEGO factories, I swear to God. It got heated there for a moment. People lost their ambassadorship. You know, it was rough times, but believe it or not, LEGO is in fact a company. And one thing companies like to do is sell their products because that's how they make money. And that is what companies do. They make money. So they did listen. I mean, and this is kind of evidence of that. We did have some of the early wins. Obviously, with the 501st Battle Pack, that was like, oh yeah. And then also Ahsoka's Battle Tank here. But the sets just kept coming. We got this awesome Republic tank, although, you know, the scales weren't great. We also got that ATT Walker, and I mean, look at that figure selection. We got a Commander Kobe and an entire troop.
Kobe, it's Cody. I'd like to order 66's ass.
And same thing goes with the Republic Fighter Tank. We got a lot of figs.
When I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Which is something that I'm noticing as a trend for LEGO, is they started including more and more figures in cheaper and cheaper sets. They kind of brought back these 4 figure sets in the smaller boxes. I know they're no longer $14 or $9 like they were back in the day, but you know, prices do go up, and these figures are nicer. And then very recently, we just got this guy, which is crazy to me because a few years ago we would never dream of something like this. And I mean, if we take a closer look at what these sets are coming with, these are pretty good builds. I know there was some controversy with the tank builds not being the greatest, but this AT-AT build is pretty good. And even with the set that's more primarily focused around figures, you get a lot of different things to put the figures on, and you also do get a larger build as well, so that's really cool to see. I mean, the $20 sets builds are kind of lackluster. I do like this little tank mover hoohickey they got going there. And then with the second rendition of the 501st Battle Pack, we got this little kind of tank thing, which isn't the best. There are examples of just really good dollar and cents value here, which is interesting because like those movies came out a very long time ago, and yet they still are making all of these products for it. So I would recommend that if there's any subset of clones that they haven't already made, which, you know, they have the 501st, the 212, the 187. I don't even know if those guys existed in the movie, but they're purple, pretty cool. I bet you Samuel L. Jackson would like that one.
Correctamundo.
If there's one of them out there that it doesn't exist, but you want, you're just gonna have to kind of rally behind it, and it might get made.
So Assistant, this is Leaky. There's one thing that we're gonna have to do. There's a key to this, you realize.
What's that?
It is, in order for us to get more clones, we're gonna have to buy these sets. Like a lot of them.
Well, that's not a problem because
you got these internet guys that buy like 600 of these and then they put them all over the place.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is the people want the clone troopers. So if LEGO releases clone trooper sets, they're gonna buy them in droves. Especially if you don't have any money even, it's really a good strategy to pick this stuff up with credit cards, because, you know, it's just gonna go up in value. And at the very least, you could have an awesome clone army. But that's not your problem, that's future use problem. So really that's something to consider as well. And the more of them you buy, the more likely they are gonna make more in the future, so you can buy those, furthering your situation and snowballing the effect. So it's really good if that's something you're looking to do, build up an incredible amount of credit card debt. This is a really good place to do that. I mean, what other point in time in LEGO history have we had this much variety with one legion of troops? I remember watching that movie with all these guys walking up, and I had no idea, you know, there was heavy troopers, there's officers, and specialists, and jet troopers, and clone troopers. We have so much variety, and it is kind of just due in part to that era we're in. But anyway, guys, I do think it is very cool that LEGO is releasing all of these clone sets. And if you do want them to release more, obviously, you know, buy them, share online, discuss with your friends, post to the Reddit, like and subscribe, all of those things, you know, and they will end up making more of it. But it is cool, and I think it is representative of the era that we're kind of in right now. Everyone's going clone crazy, so all of these sets are coming out, so we're getting a lot of variety. Maybe eventually they'll say, you know what, LEGO, I think you made too many clone sets, and the tides will change, and maybe eventually people will finally get sick of Star Wars and realize it was a movie that was produced 40 years ago. I don't know. But anyway,
Cut that out.
that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to subscribe, and we'll definitely be doing stuff like this again in the future. But I will see you in the next one.
Skibidi dop 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 dop. Yes, 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 yes. Dip, skibidi dip, skibidi double double.